Oh, alrighty then. Thought I'd throw up a video of a quasi rant about Social Security. Um, alright, so imagine you had a savings account and you diligently put $10 in this account a week for your entire working life. Now, let's say you go into the bank to claim your savings account that you diligently put money into, and you find an IOU, a piece of paper that says we the bank decided that we needed to allocate your funds to finance the purchase of a new building that has nothing to do with you, and we also needed to finance bonuses for our boards of directors and our CEO. Now, you as the holder of this account are like, no, wait, what? I've been investing in this for years. You know, what about my interest? Oh, well, you didn't get any interest on it because we had to deplete it uh, 7 years ago. So the interest accumulated for that, that would have been accumulated, didn't happen because, well, we needed the money to buy new random buildings and to pay our CEO. I think you'd be pretty pissed off at the bank. I don't think you would be saying, oh, darn, and then say the bank turns around and says, well, that savings account was an entitlement program. Why do you think you're entitled to this? Be, yeah, I mean, you'd be calling for this bank to be its assets seized by the government, and yeah, it wouldn't survive as a bank. It would be dealt with. Um, which leads me to Social Security. Social Security is an institution in which American workers um, pay a portion of their paycheck into it. And it has, you have to work so many years to be eligible to claim its retirement benefits. You got to get your credits or whatever to be eligible. Um, and you pay into it no matter what. But whatever. So you pay into this system over your entire working life, and when it comes to when you turn age 65, you can claim it. And so Social Security would be a decent supplement to your income. It would help you retire, and you don't have to work anymore. Or if you get severely injured or something, Social Security is there for you on that account too. Uh, Generally for a lesser amount than you would have acquired, if you're retired. But I mean, if I don't know, you blow your legs off or something, mining, I don't know, silver or whatever. Um, it's there to make sure that you're, at least not homeless. You're taken care of. Well, in recent years, the fund has become not solvent. It's losing assets. Now, the argument presented in the media and by the government is, well, that's because there's more people retiring and taking out of the system than there are people working, contributing to the system. That's a stupid argument because the people that are retiring had been contributing to. It's not like they weren't contributing to the system. They were contributing their entire adult lives, and probably since they were like 16 or younger, they were contributing to the system their entire lives, and now they're retiring. Where did the money that they put in there go? Well, got an answer. The government decided, and instead of raising taxes on businesses or wealthy people or whatever, to finance really stupid stuff like tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires and random warships we don't really need, since there's no naval power that can oppose us except our allies. And I don't think the United Kingdom is going to be carpet bombing the Midwest anytime soon. Um, yeah. Anyhow, we're just buying all this random crap and giving tax cuts to millionaires, and they're financing it through the Social Security fund. So all this money that the workers have accumulated through their entire lifetime, that's supposed to be there in case they got hurt, or or when it's time for them to retire, they take that money, they write an IOU and slap it in there, and they use that money to finance tax cuts for millionaires. I mean, basically, this is how the Bush tax cuts and the Reagan tax cuts, these are how these things are financed, with a little bit of borrowing from China, of course, but a lot of it came from the Social Security fund. Um, so now there's this IOU, in the fund, and I've seen estimates saying that, it's like in it like $1 trillion over the course of the borrowing of the government's borrowing of money from the fund. It's accumulated to like over $1 trillion. And so now the government's like, whoa, we can't pay that. This entitlement fund is just too great for our budget. We can't afford this. It didn't stop you from borrowing from it to buy crap we didn't need to begin with. Like, it boggles my mind that people, one, support tax cuts for people making, over $1 million a year. I mean, that's just crazy to me. I mean, it's just insane. Like, okay, they need tax cuts. Are they having trouble paying their mortgages? No. Are they having trouble buying food? No. Oh, I see. They need another 5 yachts. And then if you look at the media, the media presents it as an entitlement fund. An entitlement, not a savings fund. No, workers weren't saving money. This was not a program for retirement. No. It's not a savings fund. It's an entitlement fund. The government promised you that you would have these things. It is just mind-boggling. And now they're talking about, making cuts to Social Security, raising the retirement age. None of us would have. There's no reason for it except that the government keeps tapping the damn fund. I mean, if they'd stop doing that, we'd probably be okay. Well, we wouldn't be okay now because they tapped so damn much of the money that now it's going to be insolvent no matter what. It's. And then the debate in this country is just incredibly stupid. It's just unbelievable because it's like they don't even acknowledge the fact that they're taking money from the damn fund to finance random stupid crap. And it doesn't matter which party. It's like the Democrats were like, oh, well, we're not going to cut no benefits, blah, 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 but we need to tap the fund to buy another aircraft carrier named after Ronald Reagan. or the Republicans are just flipping crazy because I don't even think they even understand what the system. I don't think they know what Social Security is. I mean, their solution is, well, let's privatize everything. Privatize. Got to privatize. Like President Bush came up with a scheme a while back to basically do that. The debate between Al Gore and Bush, Al Gore had the lockbox, which basically means I'm going to make it so the government can't take money from Social Security anymore to buy random crap. And amazingly, that went nowhere politically. I mean, you think that would have went somewhere. It went nowhere. And Bush's solution to the problem, although to Bush's credit, he did at least acknowledge, hey, yeah, I guess the government is tapping this fund to buy random crap. So what I'm going to do is make it so the government can't touch it. Now I'm going to privatize it. So it'd be like a 401k, except, stupider. So basically, had he succeeded, all the funds that were in Social Security would have went away, would have been liquidated and wiped out, thanks to the recession brought about by insane, stupid tax cuts for millionaires, because that doesn't do anything except take money out of the government for financing such things like food stamps and unemployment insurance, which actually does something for the economy. And I hate my government. Man, it's so frustrating. Yeah. Anyhow, Social Security is supposed to be a savings account. The government's effed it up. Now, does that mean Social Security is a bad idea, or like the Tea Party nut jobs are all like, oh, government bad, socialism bad? Social Security worked for like forever. It would have worked just fine indefinitely. It was a self-financed machine. It would have been perfect. It probably would have had way more money in it right now than any crazy ass private bank system you can think of. Had the government not used it to finance the obscene, stupid crap, mostly tax cuts for the obscenely effing rich. Wow, it's just so frustrating. And I'd vote for somebody else to do something about it, but I only have two options. I guess two options is better than one, so why can't we have a revolution like in Egypt?